Welcome everyone to another episode of the Wood from the Trees podcast. I really appreciate every single one of you. And if you want to support the podcast and you like what we're doing, if you could support us on Patreon, we'd really appreciate it. And not only that, but you'll get loads of extra content. You get to join the party. You get to dictate what way it goes. And you could win some prizes. So enjoy the show and I fucking love you. So join us on patreon.com/the Wood from the Trees. And for the price of a small little cheap coffee or a pint, you get all that shit. So don't hesitate. Get to it. Get to it.
Or the zero.
Yeah.
Bet it'll sound better than them all.
Probably. What's that, Joe?
That's a twirl.
Oh, no, I was thinking of the thing there. Is that a bottle opener? No.
They're all bottle openers. The bottle openers inside the table.
Oh, yeah, I know that. But, like, it's not up right beside the microphone.
Oh, yeah.
Is it? Why is it?
Michael's trying a ASMR.
That's a standing there.
Yeah. In case someone came in and
Sure,
tried
go on, give
to...
me, I do.
To open it.
You know rapes are up. So they are. That was some hardship getting going, wasn't it? Fuck.
I fixed it.
You are so particular. You'd be like, oh, my foundation's going to look weird. Mick, you're using a standing knife. You broke it.
Yeah.
Standing knives are not for having fun, they're for opening shit.
Well done.
What am I going to get? Orchard Thieves.
I must be driving home, am I?
Hey, there's not too many podcast rooms.
Craig,
I must be driving
when
home.
we bought you the zero, Lucas said, I think.
Hey, we
Listen.
still have the same rules we have to follow.
Listen.
If you don't talk into this, I'm going to burst you open. Keep it down. Remember our rule. Just think of it as a big black
Lollipop.
microphone. So Greg is here as our expert on...
Everything.
Do you want to ice?
What am I going to do?
Crush it, stick it into the bottle.
No, I'm
Just-
not going to start at that shay. Give me your glass there and I'll do it.
That's for whiskey.
So,
Don't-
whiskey's only shit anyway.
Don't ruin the glass. With Lucas.
No, Greg. You're not a whiskey connoisseur. Do you remember when we were up the north during the week?
Can't remember. Too far out.
You'll remember when you get the bill.
You know
I
that...
got the bill.
How much was the whiskey?
20.
Oh, I thought it was 30.
No.
So you got away with murder.
20 pounds.
20.
Pounds.
Yeah. So,
If it's any consolation to you, it was worth it.
it was. It was shit.
It wasn't shit. It was actually very nice. It's a nice bar.
Sure, we'll drink another few of them so Monday and Tuesday.
We won't. You're probably nearly finished up there, are you?
I'll probably have another 2-3 days, but I have the...
Put this down, and you've probably never done this before, so it's probably really new to you. You have to keep it near to your face. Just keep it down a bit.
It's going to be a short week
For you or me.
for us. Because
The pressure he's putting me under there.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
we're not going to be working the 12th
Oh, because they want to kill us.
or the 11th.
It was a very... It was an eye-opener for us up there. We didn't think that was still a thing, but they just don't like us.
No one said they don't like us.
A lot of people don't like us.
Sure, people don't like you anyway.
That's true.
It's true.
That is true. It's not a nice thing to say to someone in a podcast publicly, but...
But we have to speak the truth, lads.
How long did you stay there Friday?
7.
You didn't stay till 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Did you come down to Dublin?
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh, wait,
Well, at 7 o'clock, it'd be fine.
I never pulled up. 3 hours, 15 minutes. And it's 3.5 hours of a normal morning. Probably 4.
It took me 4 hours and a bit to get home.
Well, 4 hours is okay. Did you pull up?
Did I pull up?
You
Yeah,
had
of course.
to
It's
take
petrol.
coffee.
Petrol.
Coffee.
Petrol. I nearly ran out of petrol in Dublin.
But you'd have got coffee anyway.
I didn't get coffee.
Okay.
Why are you finding that hard to believe?
You left at 1:30.
I had to.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and came up Tuesday.
Hey, and I was nearly up his hole. That'll tell you how little he's doing.
I tell you still didn't catch me.
No, I didn't. Do you know what's really hard about the wood? You mightn't think this now because it looks glorious.
Mike,
It does look nice.
It looks glorious.
it's nothing hard about
No, there is.
it. Okay.
You can't piss. You can't shy.
Okay.
Wanking's out of the question.
Why?
Because your man would be staring at me.
Stephen is there, you see. He likes being part of the process.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, it's
And
hard-
I get it.
It's hard to blame him.
If you're, you plant something and there's nothing going on for years and years, and then your little baby's getting loads of activity and loads of stuff going on. But it's very nerve-wracking because it's like when we were working in Toker, you always think you're going to get caught pissing
Yeah.
and shiting.
Yeah.
And potentially.
No. You, yeah.
No, I don't wank in the wood anymore.
But you know, not too many would like someone behind them all the time when they're working.
No.
That sounded bad.
Not too many would like that.
Oh, Greg, tell us more. Tell me more.
Watching them.
I know.
Working.
That's worse. No, they wouldn't.
No, they wouldn't.
Do you like people watching you work?
No.
If you were harvesting now and there was someone standing behind you, you were tinning.
If I knew they were there,
But all day, every day.
no.
Would you like it?
No.
Saying to you, don't bark that tree.
He would never, he's not like that now.
No, I'm talking about if someone was there looking at you.
Yeah. Yeah. It would be a little bit.
Private stuff is funny that way, though.
Remember Czech Republic and your man on about barking the trees and he was...
I wasn't in Czech Republic.
You're not there?
No, Sweden.
If you bark a tree, he'd be standing behind you and you'd have to paint the tree. And they painted the tree with this brown stuff. But sure, when I was barking the tree, it was never the bottom to worry about. It was up the top. And your man was there, oh, you break tree. I was breaking tops off.
Oh, you were doing a bit of demo.
Yeah, and then when we were they were marking the trees. So I was cutting them and they'd mark where they didn't want the tree to go because there was all these little plants. So it was this continuous cover. So the forester would go in and he'd mark these flags and the flags were on the trees that they definitely don't want you to throw. But I seen the flags as a marker. So that's where you throw the trees.
It wasn't a good start for you.
I had about 3 days cutting. Fucking trees destroyed. And your man was in a different language giving out to me, and I thought he was telling me I was doing great work. And I was really comfortable at that time throwing to one side. Always. It's like, always. That side. But we were working this way. And the trees would break off the tops of them. And the meadows go over maybe 2-3 hectares of the small tops of trees to harvest them.
Oh, so you made extra work for yourself.
Oh yeah, lots.
That was quite clever, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Remember when we were in Sweden and your man used to, when we started in Sweden, like, you know, to get used to different lengths and everything.
Yeah.
And there was kind of butt rye in it. A bit of butt rye in the bottom, and sometimes and you'd have to go and lend a pulp.
Yeah. No matter how big it was.
Yeah, remember your man with the saw used to be going around like this. And every time you do this...
For anyone that's listening without the video, it's like, it looks to me like okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means saw log, to me.
So he was standing there all the time?
For a little while at start, like.
Oh, until you got run in.
Yeah. So he used to go like this. And I'd say, okay. I thought I was pulled, but if you say saw log, I cut saw log. And then he went...
So what does that mean?
3 meter.
Because the 3 fingers were up. And your man was like, literally kept coming up to the door going,
Yeah.
You think he did that there?
No, that's the chase. For a week in.
I'd have thought the same.
Yeah.
He must have thought you were some waster.
I thought he was... I says, geez, I'd have cut down the bulb now, but if he says saw log...
Well, I'll tell you about tinning with years ago. Me and Gareth went up to David one day in Wicklow. He was doing final tinning with for Seamus. And Seamus told David, you know, to take an odd big one. You know, like one for them, one for them, one for me.
Yeah.
Sort of thing, right? So me and Gareth walked up this wood. We walked up 6 racks, you know, across them. And headed up a line. He was up 300 yards up it. And we could not see one tree. Not one stump. in the tendons. We were there. Where are the stumps? He was, when he'd processed the tree, he'd get a bit of brash,
Hide the
throw it
stump.
over the stump. Seamus told him, but that was just for an odd one. But Dave was doing every one.
I was a good little employee. And I was trying to get maximum production, thinking that's what you do because that's what my boss told me to do. It only wasn't a real issue when we don't brush on the lines.
Every tree he covered with brash.
It's bad. And I was only learning on the harvester after in Czech Republic on big timber. I'd often driven the harvester, never in big timber. So cutting the trees. Do you know when you're in big timber and you're comfortable throwing one way? A lot of people, I'm more comfortable throwing to my right.
A lot of people are, I think.
Yeah. Whereas when in tenons in small timber, grand, I'll pick away and I'll go left and right. But in big timber, I just have a system that I get uncomfortable if I'm cutting a big tree and I can't see my saw the way I like to see it. And your man said to me, because I was having to go over all the timber, and then Shem comes and he goes, sure, if you just throw them that way. And I was there, no, I can't. I have to throw them this way.
But if some of the heads have the sawbox on the other side, does that mean you're more comfortable throwing them the opposite way?
Yeah. For me, I think I would.
When I drove the Ponce with sawbox on the opposite side, I was still more comfortable throwing it that way, but the problem was you couldn't see the saw. You couldn't see the bar.
So did you change your way?
Yeah, but I never liked it.
Okay.
No. But I did change the way.
Because I often thought, like most lads would always say, I'm going to stack to my left. That's grand if you have a John Deere or something like that because it's sawbox. But the Ponce is the opposite side.
Do you
Log
have a
max.
preference?
No, I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
I throw it left, right, forward, backwards. I don't care once the tree goes down. But I find that if you throw it both ways, it's a lot quicker to keep your pad right.
You're not turn the top like.
You don't have to turn the top. You just have an equal.
What's your view on tops going that way or across?
That way, I have no interest in going that way because I think they come up with your bogey. And they're coming up for your window and they're coming up in your centre.
I don't know. I think if you're putting them that way with the bed on top of them, they do help the mat a lot.
I'd put them down first if it was wet.
Yeah.
But I'd always cross it. But sometimes you have to fill a hole or...
Yeah. Greg.
David.
While we're talking about machines.
Yeah.
Forget about the one you have now. What's your favourite machine you've ever drove?
Sure, look.
Like, would it be the first new one you got? Or the first decent one? Or is that not a thing?
I'm sure everyone remembers my first new machine was an 870. The four-wheel drive Timberjack, weren't they?
Yeah.
And they were...
Was that a B?
It was a B. Because before that, we were on made-up machines and no finish on them. And they weren't purpose-built jocks, like. When I got up in that, like, it was every day, full day's work, just fill it with diesel and grease it. And that was a game changer. As you know, a new machine is a game changer for anyone. A new lorry, a new anything.
Unless you're, like, making you start off with a fucking brand new machine straight away.
At 13.
Spoiled rotten lies. He's been spoiled since.
Yeah.
New gear, no matter what he does, he gets new gear. He cannot lose.
No. If you fell, Mick, you'd fall up.
Just, I don't know, I've lost a fair bit.
But new gear is...
New gear.
Garrett was supposed to come in here tonight, but he fell asleep in the sunbed and he's at home dipping himself in aloe vera as we speak, minding himself. What's he doing? He said something about a shed, concrete or something.
No. He's sheeting the side of his shed.
Himself?
I'd say his best friend's helping him.
Martin. I messaged Martin and asked him to come in.
He hates you.
It's looking like it.
Yeah. I was doing a bit of concrete today as well, boys.
What were you concrete?
I was putting down 4 posts with red and blue down. Well, I wasn't doing it on my own now. Jack was helping me and Greg. I have great help at home, Mick.
Greg has his son and then his 2 wannabe sons.
I have one carpenter and one electrician. Should I even
Jesus.
sort?
You start a
Fucking
building
sorted.
contractor.
You could.
I think I will.
I think you should.
You should be right.
You could be the guy. You would round lads up.
Yeah. Jack would build it and Oisin would wire it and...
Would you put in a good word for me?
Oh, yeah.
Would you?
Would you?
For him to do it for nothing?
No.
Will you get them to build you a new house now?
No. I have no interest in anything like that.
What was the first thing you done after you had your house paid for, your car paid for, and your kids reared?
I'll tell you that in about 8 years.
Lies. Mick, have you your drink drank yet?
No, not you.
I'm going to try the whiskey now.
Ah, Jez David.
Straight away.
I needed this because the pressure Gregory put me under this week.
2 days work.
It was more than 2 days.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and home at 1:30.
Thursday.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. And
See, I don't.
we were up at, we ate like kings
We did.
this week.
It's a good spot.
Yeah.
If you're ever up there, mate, stay there.
Mick was up in Belfast
Well,
week for
in
last.
Ballymena now.
No, not Ballymena.
No, it was Belfast. We were in. I can't remember who was dead.
Was it a hotel or?
It was a hotel, but it wasn't. It was in the middle of renovations. It wasn't great.
Really?
Wasn't
It was a nice place. It could have been. It will be a nice place, but yeah.
Do
It was
you
like
eat there and everything? Like, was it good?
no, we went uptown to eat because the restaurant was like just one of the conference rooms, and it was
Oh, okay.
yeah, wasn't.
Mick's high flying now.
Don't do it.
I'm not doing nothing.
Okay.
I'm not doing nothing. But like he's high flying. Like he doesn't have to do the shit that we're doing now. He's exempt from it. Doesn't have to listen to any shy.
You're never exempt from that,
He's his own boss. Calls the shots.
He has some imagination.
hasn't he?
Actually, I think that
I'd love to get the job you think I have.
David is his own boss.
I am not my own boss.
You're
You bully me.
David. So,
I have one thing that I have to do with Gary and Greg, and that's just make sure the timber's out.
that's it. And after that, then no
That's
one
it.
cares.
And don't be too hard on the machine.
You're easy enough on the machine.
I want to be easy on it because I cannot get you to get me a new grab. I'm fully convinced I'm going to have to write it off before I get one.
Sure, you write him off all the time. What's different about
I've
now?
never had one as long.
It's because it's gripping. They're a better.
Is that the one with double rams?
Yeah.
They're a better grab to last.
But it's at that stage now where it's catching stuff in under it and it's loose and it's banging.
That happens when you catch it in the irons.
Yeah,
I bent an iron shy.
Yeah.
seen it.
And we were only talking
But that's
the other day about it.
my fault.
No, it's your fault not to get me a new grab. Because what's after happening is, we talked about it. This is our theory, right? I gave that grab or that bar a little bit of a bend in Ballinrally. Just a little, caught in it. And now it's bending real easy.
Yeah, it's got soft.
I think it's just got flexy.
Hey, it's got like it's driving. Gone soft.
I am gone soft. I get out with the machine in the evening and I go, well, look, I have lads made a heap of money and my back's broken, but look, as long as they're happy.
I get some giggle out with David. You know, we get into the machine or the van and he start like this. You know, if you were sawing for the whole day,
Oh, God, here we go.
you wouldn't mind. Well, look, I know it's hard going.
It's not hard going. I can't. I just, hold on now. This is going to happen. I bought this ice.
Stick your hand in there and
Hey, I bought ice. I never bought ice before. €2 for a little yoke of ice.
Do mine there, will you?
Yeah.
Please.
How many?
That's our.
We're going to try a new whiskey. This is the whiskey that Donald Byrne, BRB Homes, for all your home needs. Called to Donald. And for red limousines. He likes red limousines. He's selling them. Cattle.
No, very good.
so he's a farmer.
Oh, Illuminati. Oh,
Nice pop.
that's a very satisfying pop.
Oh, do the pour. Do the pour.
To the bar.
Do the pour.
You ready? It's beautiful. That's a fair old measure.
Thank you.
I'll take my whiskey. Now, you're probably thinking that we poured a lot there. It was only a tip. It's a nice little measure. And I will send a little snap to Donald. Look. There you go. Guys, Greg, do you sure you don't want to try some? No?
Oh,
Well, what's it like?
be a good cup.
Is there?
That's it.
Let's see.
I'm out of place here now.
That's sharp, isn't it? There's a weird timbery taste of it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Timber, like burnt timber.
Yeah.
It's smoky. It's really smoky. Let's see what it says underneath. 'Cause that's
It's actually nicer than Paddy's anyway.
oh fuck.
That's pure shy.
That's
That's okay. That's nicer than what you drink.
It says
every
it's
day.
embodied with fruity spice of the finest Connemara juices and the peat smoke of the elix stills and don't know, I can't read it.
Do you like it, Mick?
Yeah, I'd say we could get in on that.
We could get in on that. Well, it does smell smoky, doesn't it? And taste smoky.
Yeah, I know what it tastes like, but I'll leave you at it.
Greg, how come you never got into fine whiskey?
Having time.
Greg, why do you say things like that? We both know you have loads of time.
I don't like it.
You were king of cameras up to a year ago.
Don't like whiskey. I drink Southern Comfort, but that's not like that stuff.
What nationality do you hate?
I don't hate any nationality.
Is there
That's outrageous.
Well, I only have to remember that that's called Zionism.
Oh,
When you hate a nationality, I often wondered what Zionism means.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, Zionism is if you just hate a nationality.
well, I just hate useless cunts.
You fucking have a lot of places to direct that
Yeah,
nowadays.
but anyone that's useless knows I'm directing it at them. So it's very easy.
So did you hate me when I was useless?
Yeah,
That's a very straightforward answer, isn't it?
yeah.
Can't get any straighter than that. When Garrett burnt down the house, I
Yeah.
often meant to ask you that now, right? Now that I'm smelling this burnt, because that's what it smells like. It reminds me of when Garrett burnt down the house.
I wasn't there.
But you can remember it fairly clearly.
I remember the house burning, yeah.
Yeah.
Being destroyed.
Destroyed. Was there punishment dealt for that?
No.
How is that? I don't remember ever getting in trouble for it.
Do you know why?
Literally burnt the house down.
Because when something bad like that happens, I think you appreciate that
Just being alive.
it could have been worse. We could have lost the house.
I remember
We
being
could have
terrified.
lost him.
Hey, I remember being terrified. It's my earliest memory of being really scared.
Of what?
It was just so scary watching the house in flames and Seamus and them jumping in and
Wasn't
trying,
it great work to put
trying
that
to.
out?
They were get these big statues and they were throwing them through the window and the window wouldn't break. And then when the window did break, the flames just popped out. And then they jumped in
Fucked out the bed.
and got the bed, started hopping stuff out of the carpets, wardrobes, started fucking everything that was on fire out of the
But
room.
they saved the house.
Mental. And Garrett, the cunt, I went upstairs and all I seen was Garrett just running out of the room and closing the door and a puff of smoke. And I was there. What's going on? Don't go in there. Don't go in there. I was why? It's on fire. And I was there. You have to tell someone. Go, 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 go. I ran downstairs. Mammy was there with Sissy Collier in the kitchen and everyone was watching a match inside in the sitting room. And I went to Mammy. I was, Ma, house on fire. Go in. Go on in. You know, I suppose we were talking shite all the time. And then I went inside to the people in there going, house on fire. Of course, by cries wolf. And then they smelled everything and then there was like drama. But I don't ever remember getting in trouble for it.
No.
Because I remember when Garrett and me pulled the wall lights off the wall in the sitting room playing Spider-Man, we got in fierce trouble.
It's different though.
Mammy and them gave out to us and 3 days later Sean came home bed.
Sean was like that.
Fucking cunt. Wasn't he? Fuck.
Oh, you never bet me now. But you and Garrett didn't need bathing stuff. You were bauld.
I remember Sharon fucking giving you a trimming.
Me?
Yeah. With a brush.
Ah, yeah, but it didn't hurt. There's only a brush.
That is the smokiest whiskey I've ever had.
Do you know what you'll do?
What?
Just don't fucking drink it.
No, I'm going to drink it because you can't tell. You have to give it a bit of time. You have to sit with it. Me and my friend Mick have learned an awful lot about whiskey in the last 2 years, haven't we?
I've listened to a lot about whiskey.
You've drank it too. You never drank it until the last 2 years.
Let me get this straight, right? You taste it.
Yeah.
You're not sure about it.
Yeah.
You don't know whether you like it or not. You stay drinking it.
Yeah.
And that's how you come to like
I
it.
ain't no quitter.
And would you do the same now with food? When you taste something and you don't like it, would you finish it?
God, no.
Well,
But you would with drink.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No.
would you be good to try different food?
No.
Have you had caviar?
No.
Never even tried it.
No. Where the fuck
You're
would
some loser.
Where would you get caviar?
Have you never been offered it
No.
to try it?
I don't, go in the circles you're in, David.
Eddie sells caviar.
Doesn't he shit?
Well, I'm not worried. Well, I'll phrase it like this, right?
Go on.
Fuck you for phrasing it like that, right? If you went for a meal and the courses were set out and it comes out and caviar's there, would you eat it or not eat it? Or when it's there, would you try it?
Taste it, yeah.
I might taste it. I haven't even seen it. That's little balls, is it?
Yeah, it's
That's
little
it.
eggs, fish eggs, without the sperm. It's spermless.
Maybe I wouldn't try it.
It's spermless. And I thought that there's fish farms for caviar. I thought they let the little fuckers lay the eggs. They don't. They take the fish out when they're pregnant with the eggs, and then they cut them out.
To kill him.
I think so, yeah. But they cut them out of it, and they scoop out the eggs. And that's what you eat.
That's very interesting, David.
I hate it.
Oh, you tasted it.
Oh, I tasted it, and it just tastes like seawater. That's all I think it tastes like.
Salty.
Yeah. Just like, but most seafood like that does. And I do think when I go to restaurants, and it's just I don't understand food, so it's hard for me to say, it's shite, because I just don't have that kind of a palate. But I try it. I give stuff a try. But when I go to these fancy restaurants, I do think they cheat a little, because the first 2 or 3 courses are just cold stuff that they probably have prepped ages. And it's probably the best of stuff. But the fishy stuff just is cold and fishy. It just tastes like seawater.
There is no one to eat like him.
Oh, a month and a half? I have about 1.5 stone. I have to not eat to lose weight. Just not eat. Because if I start eating, like, food is like...
He went in the other day to get something, right? He came out with a big portion of lasagna.
They can't understand what we're saying. I asked her one. I said, "What's that?" She said, "Cajun chicken pasta." And I said, "What's that?" She said, "Lasagna." And I said, "I'll have that." What she heard was, "I'll have 2 of them."
But he came out, right? And in the same length of time I was eating a sandwich, he had them 2 portions there. Like, that's
They were
serious.
They were nice. Look, it's one of my superpowers, eating 5 times the suggested serving amount.
That's good.
If it was a superpower, that's what...
Oh, yeah. Like, when you see something that says serves 4,
Yeah.
that's
me.
challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You're
have
gonna
no
eat
bother.
that.
Yeah.
But if we were to take the serving suggestions, there's no food in it. I know it's supposed to be enough. But have you seen...
No. You get the packet of, little mini sausage rolls.
Yeah.
And there's 16 mini sausage rolls in it. And it says serve 16.
What?
Serve 16. Like, there'd be 15 disappointed people around our house.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is mad. Like, I
Like little
would...
small ones. Little,
I know.
yeah, serve 16.
Like, I come home and just for a handy snack, I would eat a whole dick of white pudding. Or a whole dick of black pudding.
Oh, yeah, I would too.
No bother.
And nothing else. Just throw them on the pan.
Just put them in the air fryer. Chop up the dick, put it in, eat it. Eat that whole dick.
Sure, if I opened half a pound of sausages, I'd put them all down. Eat them all.
Sausages have got rotten grazy,
Grazy.
haven't they? Have you noticed when you make stuff in the air fryer now, the sausages are grazy?
Yeah.
Like, it's shocking stuff comes out in normal sausages. Unless you get the ones that are, high pork content, and they're kind of hard. And
You get like nice butcher ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're lovely. They're really nice.
Yeah. I don't know, I just eat them anyway.
There's an American guy, I was chatting to an American guy who's living over in Ireland now, and he says the thing they miss the most is the sausages. Because in Ireland, the sausages aren't the same. In America, they're them barbecue sausages, and they like the snap of them. They're real juicy inside, and they snap. The snap of a sausage.
I wouldn't like that.
They eat them big sausages.
Like hot dog things.
No, not Frankfurters. They're like the butcher sausages, just they're bigger and they barbecue them and they're harder. There's loads of stuff in them. And they said they really miss them, but they love the bread. And I only found out then, they were telling me that bread in America, all the American bread can't be sold over here as bread. It's only a food product. Their bread is illegal to sell here as bread.
It's not real bread.
It's just a food product. It's like if you look at Brennan's bread, if you bake a bread at home, it's only fresh for that day. That's it. It's fucked the next day. It's all hard. That's the way normal bread is supposed to be. But Brennan's just fresh all fucking week nearly. Even when it's gone mouldy, it's still soft.
Yeah, it is.
Because there's so much preservatives and stuff in them.
Oh, it's not great for you, so.
Yeah. That's why everyone should be smoking the pipe.
The pipe.
The pipe, yeah. Shouldn't we talk to your man about it? The other day, the farmer.
And cigar.
Cigars. The pipe. He smokes a cigar a day. And poor old Greg nearly fell off his chair, so he did. You fell out of his van. Because me and the farmer were chatting about cigars. I said, yeah, a cigar is nice. I like an odd cigar, but it's more the smell of it. I'm not really inhaling it. I just like a cigar. And he's saying, he says he likes to have a cigar a day. And he was talking about these nice cigars that he gets in odd time. What was he saying? At 300 and something pound a stick.
For one?
For one, yeah.
I thought it was the box, and I thought that was ridiculous. And he told me after it was each.
Each.
Fuck.
And I says to David, he was getting a little pump for to get the urea. He's fierce into his urea. He sprays all the...
Twice. Every inch of it.
I do him and he doesn't.
Okay.
He's very particular.
He's particular. But he bought a little yoke for me to fill the 5-gallon drum for him, you know. And he was there, that's a ridiculous price. It was £20. And then he spent 300 for a fucking cigar. I don't know.
Yeah.
People just don't think.
And like his favourite drink was the Hennessy XO. Like it was real expensive one. Expensive tastes.
Very good.
But fierce nice lad.
It's like you.
I don't have expensive tastes.
You do.
No, I don't. Did you like my jumper?
Beautiful.
I wouldn't love the colour.
Of course you wouldn't like the colour, but wait till I show you
Would
this.
you?
Wait till I show you
Like the
this.
colour.
He's like a soft mint.
Wait.
But you know what? He is a little bit like a soft mint. Today I can only do the work of an average man. Oh.
I like that.
That's nice. That's a good one.
Isn't it? That's kind of how I feel on a daily basis.
The colour's not too bad now.
Colour's not too bad. The colour's not too bad. I went down to Cork to collect the trailer, right?
Limerick.
Limerick. It's Limerick Cork. Some trailer. And
Where
done
did
the,
you get?
done the videos on the way home. Wait to tell you this. Done the videos on the way home. And you know me, posting a ghost. Don't be watching. And the only people I take any, it'd be, Mick. And Mick goes, I know and I'm sure you're aware. I'm just going to go home now and watch all the comments come in about you doing 30 kilometres over the limit with the trailer. I forgot the limit was only 80, like.
You caught it.
Yeah.
But on the motorway, no one sticks to that. With trailers.
I just like to say I always do.
Me too.
So is the limit 80?
Yeah, any vehicle towing a trailer.
Grey area with lorries, seemingly.
It's good to know that because I'm taking the trailer up Monday.
Are you?
So I have to bring the urea tank up.
Did you bring it down?
Garrett brought it up from Galway
Uh-huh.
because his was full. I'll bring mine down then with me.
Look in your ears, a pain in the hole.
It is. But like the trailer he got, is it big enough?
I thought it looked bigger. It looks bigger than it is.
It looks
Like it's
bigger.
a 16-foot trailer.
Yeah, but it's wide.
It is wide.
It's 7
But
foot.
Jesus, in the photograph you sent me, it looks fucking 20 foot long.
Yeah.
It's only the same. Oh, it's longer than the one we have at home.
Yeah.
That's 14.
Yeah. 16 foot, extra 2 foot. And do you know what there is? A fucking tail thing on it. Sometimes.
Yeah, the wheel's right in the middle.
Yeah. The wheel's right in the middle. So when you're going out, it kicks.
I'd say I wouldn't get out my gay. I'd say to catch the pier. Fair tail on it.
Yeah.
Fair tail.
Probably would. And now after driving it with the Jeep, because I was just playing around the yard with it, backing around and stuff. And I was just there. Now I know why lads like short wheelbase yokes.
Yeah.
Mm.
But Mike, I said to David the other day, right, he has a
Big
very
Mick.
expensive Jeep, a pickup.
Mm.
And I said, the urea tank's empty. Would you bring it home? I said, no, it's a pickup. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, can I put the urea tank in the back of the pickup? Throw a strap around
Leave
it.
tail door down.
It's empty.
Yeah.
It's actually not a long urea tank. It's one of them old short ones.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Right, well here's why. Number one, I have fucking electric tail fucking thing on.
I wasn't going to put it on top of it.
Listen. I also have the bars. I'd have to take the bars off.
So that doesn't open with the bars on it?
No. So the bars go across the top of it. 2 bars going across the top of it.
On the yoke opens under them.
So yeah, and the yoke opens under them, the electric tail lift. And if you look at the electric tail lift, they're actually not strong at all. If that tank just hit the side of the rail, that's it, bend, it won't go. They're only little aluminium yokes. Okay. And you're a rough bastard. You break it going in.
What's the load rating on the 2 bars?
I would not think.
I said that to him as well.
Hey, it should be over height then. I turn over on the motorway.
Anyway, it's fair handy having a pickup.
It's fair handy having a pickup. They're not very handy. Like your van is. I miss having a van. Vans are fair versatile.
They are.
Yeah.
You can kind of do everything in them. And when
Can you stand up in yours?
No.
Okay.
Fuck no.
Would you like to?
I'm sure you
Be
would.
handy.
It is handy.
Of course it is. But you see, it's also handy to be able to get into underground car parks.
Oh, you need to.
Yeah.
Especially with what you're doing, because you're always around city.
Yeah.
Because that's where.
And easier park as well.
Yeah.
It's hard enough to park.
His van's lovely.
It's a nice van.
Is
People look at that van.
it nicer than the transporter?
I don't know. I
Mike,
haven't driven the
come on.
transporter.
She had, it's a transporter we're talking about.
Well, sure. Hey, I like me Volkswagen. If it had been a transporter, I'd have took it too.
Big's a Volkswagen man.
David gives me a pain. Every time we see a transporter on the road, he loses his mind.
I think they're lovely.
And
Yeah,
I think they're lovely. But the couple of times that we drove down to Cork and places like that, there's no room in them, Mick.
Oh yeah,
They're very small.
yeah. But if the transporter's to be the very same as the transit,
Yeah.
which would you rather?
Oh, I'd rather be transit.
Come on.
Not yours.
Oh,
If your option was the
look,
custom or the transporter,
It's like when I got into Mark Curtis's Jeep.
probably the transporter.
Mark Curtis's Jeep.
Yeah.
Right? It's my Jeep. Inside, very same. They're the same fucking Jeep. Inside. But they just feel that little bit better. They just have that nicer plastic.
So you telling me that they're the same dash, but
Same-
there's different quality stuff in the dash?
They're no different. Steering's different. Everything's the same. They're the same Jeep.
So the dash is the same,
Almost the same.
but you think it's built better.
It's just a little bit better. And
Does that make sense?
and the wild track,
I don't know.
hey, the wild track is also, and this is what annoys me about the Raptor. And I love it. It's fun. It's great crack, right? But it's not as nice as the Wild Track. The saying, there's no soundproofing. They take the soundproofing out of the Raptor for some regulations they have to meet. So there's less soundproofing in them, so they're noisy. The wind noise is fucking atrocious. Tires are horrible.
He's really selling it.
No, it's just that they're heavy. They're really heavy. And to have them registered as a commercial, they have to get the weight down. Because they already can carry, as it is now, that carries 600 kg less than the normal 2 litre Wild Track. So they just didn't put the soundproofing in them.
But imagine spending that money on a Jeep and the soundproofing on it.
But it is awesome.
Yeah, well, it's like my Transit. It's because it's 4-wheel drive and it has a low. She's lowly geared, and when I get onto the motorway, she's just loud. When I'm sitting at 120, I have to turn up the radio.
Yeah.
Whereas
Now that doesn't bother me.
when we're working around home,
Big
it's never a
tires
thing.
too, though.
I took them off it.
Oh, did you?
I took them off when I went up to home meet last year. They're at home in the yard.
Oh.
I'd stick them on them if I needed. But now, does that take me off the van? Oh, I still love it. I mean, I had
That's
Dara's
the-
van for a day.
Yeah.
I got stuck. I had it a week. I got stuck 3 times with it,
Yeah.
trying to get it off the road.
Like if I had, say, money was no object, and it took my Jeep down to get soundproofed, just put a bit of soundproofing in it, and change the tires to, say, the Cooper road tires that I had on the other Raptor, should be a gorgeous truck to drive. Like it's so smooth, you wouldn't feel a bounce on it. You could go over a speed bump at 50 miles an hour and you wouldn't feel it.
Yeah, but did they take soundproofing out so you could hear the engine?
No, they took soundproofing out to make them lighter. Oh, maybe to hear the engine. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Look, they're an awesome Jeep, but they don't make an awful lot of sense for you.
No, I know. I didn't make a good financial decision.
Yeah.
I'm not known for him. Have I ever been known for him?
No.
No.
So, look, I'm not going to turn around. I do.
It's like
the
for the
transport.
first few years that when I was going, I had no money. I was going really bad. I was very poor. And Gary used to say, sell the M5.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. When you bought the M5, we all told you
Everyone.
you were a dickhead.
Yeah,
That was a bad financial decision.
very.
Now look at you.
Look at me now. Still no good to me.
When you had no money, you made a great decision. You bought the transporter. You had a good job for work and you loved it.
Loved it.
And then when you did have money, then every fucking thing you bought was a ridiculous buy.
No, I sold that to start shop.
Oh, yeah, I know. But I just. Like the sound. Petrol, Michael.
See, I bought the Raptor, right? And I thought, because you had the Berlingo with me.
Yeah.
No, so I had a work vehicle. I didn't fucking need a car. And then when I started the business, it made sense for me to buy something. And I got a great deal for the Raptor. So I loved that first Raptor.
Oh, that was nice.
That was a lovely Raptor and it was economical enough and it was a nice yoke. And then the whole fucking benefit and kind thing. I fucking went, oh, I'm fucking not giving anyone €300 a month and I already paying fucking 8 for it. No way. Didn't make any sense in my head. And then that one, the way I bought that, it's not actually cost me as much.
I know.
It is on petrol, but it doesn't cost me the same payments. It's actually less.
No, hey, I'd love it. You know,
Oh, sure, yeah.
we'd all love it.
But I think if I actually got it for nothing, I couldn't afford it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
That's it.
And when you couldn't
I'm
even
fucking
bring,
getting rid of it.
when you couldn't even bring the urea tank home,
Who would you have? Would your young lad bring the urea tank home?
in his car,
I'd say he wouldn't bring your boots home in it.
if I asked him nice and I asked you nice,
Greg, I wouldn't do that. I couldn't do that.
you had me driving the whole way up Monday now with a trailer
80 kilometres an
at
hour.
80. Now,
Can I-
I'm not going to tell you a lie. I'm going to do 120.
Greg, this is Patreon anyway.
I don't care.
Is it?
I don't know. What one do you want?
Oh,
I'll
makes
do-
no difference to me.
I'll do whatever speed I want.
Greg, you can't. You can't do whatever speed you want.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't, Greg.
So you don't go over 120
Never.
ever.
Never.
Mike?
Why bring me into this?
You can't do that. There were the last 2-3 weeks. They're on about the amount of deaths on the road. The road deaths are gone up fucking sky high, and where all the deaths are happening, like it's nothing got to do with motorways. It's like none of them are on the motorway. They're all like
Phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're driving home and when you be coming from Belfast, this is the way they are.
Isn't it mental?
Yeah.
I didn't think that was a thing. Remember me and you talked about it a while ago. We seen someone on the phone. You're there. Fuck. You're on the phone, and it's all the time now that we're on the motorway.
Like the most I do on my phone is I might click on Spotify or go into Maps to recenter or something like that. But I'd never pick up my phone when I'd be.
Yeah.
Just wouldn't do it.
Has your van a screen?
Yeah.
I even find that disorientating.
Does the phone link into it? Like,
if I plug the phone in, it connects.
Oh yeah.
But if I don't, it just connects to the radio, to Google Maps.
Yeah, the
Apple.
Yeah, my one has the CarPlay.
CarPlay.
Do you find the big screen disorientating?
I did at first. I did at first. I used to it now.
I have to put.
But then you can kind of make the map smaller on it and just have.
I have to put mine in night mode. It bothers me.
Yeah, I have mine in night mode.
I hate it
Very
at
bright.
night time.
Mine changes automatic.
Mine changed automatic, but I have it in night mode during the day.
Oh.
Keeps it
I hate it.
dull down a bit.
Oh.
It drives me mad.
Why does it drive you mad?
I just don't like it. I just don't like it there.
Is it when you're using the maps or just in general?
No, just in general. It's very bright. It's a white screen, like.
Okay.
The map is actually the best of it.
Yeah, because it
If you have it
dulls
on
down the screen.
Yeah,
a
if
bit.
you have it on home screen, it's like, geez, very bright. It's white.
Like even when I'm driving down now, that's the first long drives I've done with the Raptor, and I have to turn off all the driving aids.
You have a huge screen in front of you.
I have the same one.
Same one.
You don't have the same screen.
Same screen.
The big long one display.
Yeah, turn sideways
That's dark.
across the dash. Yeah.
Oh, that's too big.
But the driving aids, just makes it a horrible thing to drive.
What engine's in yours?
2 litre.
It's just 2 litre.
Yeah, it's the biggest.
Is it 160?
Is one? I think 156.
Okay.
It's the biggest engine you can get in the manual. You can get a bigger engine
In the
automatic, but if you get an automatic, you lose the towing capacity.
Really?
Is that to mind the gearbox?
Presume so, yeah.
I didn't know that.
What's your towing capacity? You don't even know, do you?
I think mine's 160 brake horsepower or something. And she's a fair yoke to pull, like.
I think yours 180.
Oh,
I'd say it is.
180.
That is when
It's the big one
drive.
anyway.
Well, there's one, I think 186 is the automatic custom with the big engine.
Oh, that's a fair yoke now.
Yeah.
Well, mine's 180 anyway. It's the biggest one. But look, I could do an extra
the
gear and
Kicking the arse.
I do lose out on that gear.
Everything's got fair dear now. Martin Gotten went to price. Same van. Very same van. What is he? Is he 5 year?
He's 191
191.
Vito.
5 year. Doubled.
The price of the van has doubled
Doubled.
in 5 years.
5 years. Same van. Same spec. Doubled. He said he couldn't believe it. He was expecting it to be more. Not doubled.
Sure, the machines have gone up maybe 25, 26% in 2 year.
2
prices. In 2 year.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's mad. I think the whole thing's fucked.
Yeah.
I think they're just keeping it all sort of tipping away until after the elections.
Sure, I'd say if I went to buy my van in the morning, I'd say I'd pay 70,000 for it.
Easy.
Not this time. I got it for half, not.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Greg.
By Gmail, fill up them.
Hey, yours is...
Michael's
Jesus,
drinking it
Mick, you're
quicker.
flying it.
Tipping away.
That has turned into an alcoholic.
This is a drink problem.
Hey.
lad.
Now that he has a big high-flying job. He's laughing at all us by
You know,
September.
Mike's drinking whiskey every night now.
Yeah. He goes home every night and he goes, what name after making today? What am I going to do
Like-
with it?
David rang me Friday evening, 4:10. I finished at 4 on Friday. And you finished, I said, yeah, I'm just barely after squeezing 40 hours in there.
Jesus. That's nice. That's a big change for you.
It is.
Is it hard to
Are
get
you
used to?
bored?
We had some weeks there wasn't a lot happening now.
Like getting down off a lorry and heading off and doing 40 hours under is a big change.
Huge.
What about the mornings? Sleeping? Were you waking up?
I was at first, and I should have stayed because I was at first getting up and I used to go down to the track and walk track in the mornings,
Okay.
which was grand. Then you get lazier and you just
Stay up later.
stay up later. That's the killer. Because
I'd say you are staying up late now.
I was staying up later. I am staying up later.
He's writing a book now.
Right, the fucking book. I'm not even reading a book. But yeah, you stay up later and then, like, I'd still get up way early for going to work, like, and they'd make me breakfast and I'd, grand at my leisure. But
Caviar and toast.
So what's the difference in going to bedtime now from lorry to normal?
not a lot, to be honest with you. I wasn't going to bed. I wasn't getting to bed too early with Laurie. I could have been doing a lot earlier. But the difference
What's wrong
is,
with you now?
I lost my lid.
The difference is the extra 3 hours in the morning sleep.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing. I'm have to get this is 3 Monday mornings now. I get up around 4. And there's nothing nice about it.
It's hard.
Yeah, I don't like it. I think it's madness. Now you have to, but the difference in getting up at 5 and 5:30 and 4, like it's come Friday.
5 is a grand time.
Yeah.
5 is a grand time.
5 is a grand time.
4.
Now 6 is an awesome time.
Yeah. I go up now at 6.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. I wake at 6 and I go up at like 10 past.
So what do you do for that 10 minutes?
Nothing. Just enjoy it for a
You
second.
buying that?
You're a dirty bastard.
You're a
mate,
dirty
and I know.
fucker. That's shocking. Carry on. First thing in the morning. 10 minutes. It's a long time. I could do that. Look at the measure he's after putting in.
Do you want ice?
He has it in it.
I put in first.
He has it. Are you watching it on telly at night time? Or are you on the phone?
No, watching telly. What were we watching? Killing Eve.
What's that?
I don't know. It's on Netflix. We just
Is
looked
that a
at
girly thing?
Yeah, it is.
It's,
On.
yeah, all right, yeah.
I miss the good old days of telly. Phones have everything destroyed. I remember looking forward to Monday, and nobody looks forward to Monday. But Monday you had Fast and Loud, you had Kindigit Designs, and you had Wheeler Dealers.
I wouldn't look at any of that.
Just love it.
But I watch. Oh, I did.
Fastened out Gas Monkey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Downtown Abbey. That's what my one.
Downton.
And
Downtown.
Oh, I've watched all that.
Downton and The Crown.
I've
She's
watched all
watching
that.
now. And I had no interest in watching it, but when you start watching it, then you will watch it.
Yeah, I've watched them before.
Yeah.
And Grey's Anatomy.
No, I never took into
fuck's
that.
And then there's Station 19.
What's that?
That's actually meant to be good, yeah.
I've watched all that.
What is Station 19?
It's about fire station.
Anything to keep the women happy.
Do you like Emmerdale Farm?
No, I've never seen it. Well, I've seen it on the telly, but I've never watched it.
Country Practice.
What?
What's Country Practice?
A Country Practice.
Is that old?
Yeah.
That's fair all day.
Sons and Daughters. Do you remember that? You don't remember that?
No.
That sounds familiar.
Sons and Daughters.
That's actually ringing a bell.
Da, 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 da.
What's Country Practice one?
Tears and sadness and happiness.
Yeah. Shut up now.
Flying Doctors.
No, that was
Jesus,
for...
that was back like...
That was when you were at home, playing PlayStation time.
There was no PlayStation then
I don't know.
when that was on.
Sonic.
Dun, 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 dun. Me and
Was-
Mick, back in the day, used to be playing Golden Axe and Alex the Kid in the Oaks.
Can I put my feet up there?
I'd rather if you didn't. But you can do what you want. Oh, you can do it. Look, it doesn't even come up on it.
That's the bomb.
I got my haircut today.
So did I.
I didn't.
Where?
Brendan. Peter.
What time?
Around 1:30.
Oh.
In Mount Ra.
I hate getting my haircut.
Why?
I just hate it. I hate it so much. I hate going in I hate sitting down. I hate having to make conversation. I hate making conversation when there's 4 people listening.
He's an unusual man, right? He is.
And he talked to the fucking
social
wall.
media man, right?
Cunt.
He's into his social media, right? He 100% depends on people to listen to him. And he doesn't like being out
That's not true.
in the public. Come on, you'd rather drink here now than in the pub.
Oh no, I'd rather hear it in the pub. Yeah,
Would you,
100%.
Mick?
What?
Would you rather be in the pub
Or here?
Yeah.
I enjoy here, but I do like going to the pub.
Yeah.
I like it. I got a few pints last night.
Of course you did, Mick.
Well, sure.
I like going to the pub if there's a few people there I know. But like,
Yeah.
I would never go
Well, how that
to
now?
the pub on my own. Never.
Like when you say going to the pub, do you mean like going to Bergen's or
Yeah.
going out?
oh no, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I like going out.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like going to Bergen's.
Yeah.
No.
Like, would you like to go out? If I
No.
said to you, yeah, me
No.
neither.
If someone
No
said
interest.
to me, we'll go out the weekend, I want to go out.
And
I want to go
that cunt, sober, without drinking, will be the last lad out of the nightclub.
Oh, fuck that.
Well, drink or no drink.
You never want to go.
Hey, there's a time to go, but I wouldn't now head off early until the night's over. Like,
No, I just don't like, yeah, maybe that is weird. It's like, I would love talking to, say, if I met a stranger, right, I'd talk to him all day, wouldn't I? Chat away, fucking no bother. But if there's more than 4 or 5 people, my social battery just, boom, gone. Can't do it. I can't concentrate enough on 5 people.
Have you one of these social batteries? Because I'm after hearing a bit about this social battery now for the last day or 2 or 3.
yeah, I probably, when I'm listening to him, I definitely have. I didn't know about a social battery now until you're bringing it up now. But what I say to David is, if you're, like, I go out and I talk. If I may help with you, I talk to you all night. Or I could
You
walk
talk away
around.
and I'll get science here. 'Cause
I
have
could
the
walk
science.
around the pub, Mick, and I could talk to 50 people a night.
Yeah.
I'd rarely stay in the one place and drink. I'd wander a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you?
No.
See,
I wouldn't
you know
fucking
why?
move.
you're a pint man. You sit down, you have your pint, and when it's over, you have another.
No, but like if I go to the pub with you,
Yeah. You'll drink with me.
yeah.
Yeah. But if
And now if anyone comes along,
but if I went
Well,
in,
don't
say
go
you went to
away, I
Bergen's,
suppose.
right?
Yeah.
And there was a good stir. You'd be standing in the same place you walked in that night.
more than likely, yeah.
I never would.
Yeah.
I'd be start at the top of the bar. I could end up out the smoking area, then at the bottom of the bar.
Yeah.
I'm a fierce man to mingle.
You're floating.
Yeah, but you wouldn't think by me I was a great mingler.
No.
I'd be better than David to mingle anyway.
A man on average has 8,000 words a day and a woman has 16.
Makes sense.
So, do you know when you come home from work,
Yeah,
you're kind of zoned out?
And 4,000 words are yes.
yeah.
You know, like most of you're done. Whereas, like when I come home, Vicky wants to talk about her day, wants to tell you all the stuff. Even listen to the way women have conversations with each other. Like they're so vocal and they're able to explain things. They're great to tell stories. It's like it's a huge story. Oh, I did this and I did that one. Whereas I got up and walked the door. What you do today? Nothing. Like you're kind of out, and you're not trying to be ignorant. Just that was how I told that story. You know, it's really quick. It's like straight to the point because we don't have that part of our
It
brain.
doesn't register.
No, it doesn't register. So if you're after having a day where you're not used to talking to people, like you're after having a full day chatting to people, it just you're burnt out.
Is that because of our jobs? Like we spend most of our time on our own.
But then you should be better to talk when you get home.
No, not really.
No.
If you think about it, if your woman goes in and she's working with people all day, and we're not,
They get better at talking. Like
they're just doing more of it. That's why they've doubled the talking.
when you're at home, just say between you and Irene, who'd chat most? Like you're not coming home and telling every detail of your day.
There's, like what they say, I cut a tree. When I was finished cutting that tree, then I
cut
cut
another.
another. And then I cut another. Nah, you know, they have more to talk about.
it's like I forget, like something could have happened and Vicky go, you never told me. I said, I never thought of it. It's just never.
I do that.
I never thought of it.
And I genuinely.
Yeah. I would have heard
But
it.
there's another thing different about lads as well. If I was out, say we're here now and we're chatting and you tell me something and I go home, I mightn't think about that until someone says it back to me in a week and I say, oh, I knew that.
Yeah.
But
It just goes out of your head.
when women hear something and then you get in trouble because you go, I knew that. You never told me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I told you this. You didn't listen.
Oh yeah, that happens to me a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I come home and they'd say, oh, Mick told me this happened. I told you that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I just forget.
Lads are just different.
Yeah.
You know.
Like I was listening to Jane today. Jane was telling me a story and it was very funny and entertaining for the first 3 minutes. And it's dead gone where she was trying to persuade me she was in a house that she wasn't in about a whole story. And I hadn't the heart to tell her because she's cute. In my head, like, fuck up.
You probably should have.
Just fuck up. But you have to go, all right, really. Yeah.
You probably should have told her to fuck off.
No, I couldn't do it. It's awful, Greg, that you can't, enjoy a fine whiskey here. Do you think that I, say, since I started going out, you've went out with me more than anyone. Say, like, Jesus Christ. Am I that bad?
Come on, ask me the question.
Go on, anyway.
This is going to be good.
Like, what? Like, it doesn't affect anyone's night when I just run out of steam.
No. Hey, you're not wrong.
I just, that's it. I'm done. I'm out here.
I 100% agree. If it's not for you when you feel it's time to go, go. What I'm saying is it's very unusual that in what you do, that you're like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But when I'm talking to my phone, right, and say I'm doing a video, I'm talking to that screen the same as I'm talking to you or I'm talking to you. But when you're in groups, it's not the same. You're getting stuff. And you're
Yeah.
It's very hard to.
Are you out of your comfort zone?
No, I find it. It's not all the time. Say, I'll give you a great explanation. Plough match. So I go to the plough match, and I was totally on my depth. I wasn't expecting it, and it freaked me out a bit. And not for. And I'll tell you why. So I'm standing out in the front, and people come over to see you, and they're your fans. You want to talk to them, and you know some of them, and like they're there, and someone's talking to you here. Next thing, there's 3 people waiting here. And then you're trying to talk to this person here and you feel like, oh, am I spending too long with them? And then they're getting sick of it. And then you have to go to this one. They didn't say it. And next thing you're thinking, oh, I'm being a prick to loads of people here. There's no system.
Yeah, see, we wouldn't have any of that going on.
And you feel like, how do I end this conversation without being a prick? And move. It's just, I find it hard to, it sort of made me think, now I know why they put a little queue and they have someone going, okay. Because you feel like you're being a cunt to everyone.
Yeah, and you're right, because we wouldn't know what that feel like.
No.
Okay, so that's different, right? But what I'm saying is that you were always a little bit like that. Like, you'd go out for a drink, you would disappear. You'd say, hey lads, I've enough.
Yeah.
Before you were ever, you would do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So you didn't change.
When I was younger, what had happened was this, the night of drag, and you used to stay, and I only found out after the reason I was staying was because I hope I get a woman. You know?
Yeah.
Even I might get one late, or everyone else is out.
You didn't drink
No.
until
Yeah.
lately.
Which is a big difference.
Yeah. And then I used to, because I didn't drink and I always drove, this whole pricking around waiting for taxis when all the harm happens. It's when all the shit goes down.
And he was always getting in bother anyway. Imagine a lad that wasn't drinking.
Yeah, but when you're not drinking, it's hard to listen to shit.
It is. I'd be more lenient when I'd be drunk.
Okay.
And the fucking bullshit statement of the night. You don't live in the same world. It was all right for you. Everyone's half afraid anyway.
No, they're not.
You are. No. Everyone be half afraid everywhere. But I kind of brought shit on myself for one.
He did.
I was,
He was bound.
number one, I was kind of, we'll say flamboyant.
Yeah.
We'll say
The
flamboyant.
shorts.
I was wearing something weird, probably, and you were asking for trouble.
Yeah,
and then you get, I was thick because someone would be drunk, and I'm there thinking, oh, he's gonna fucking bait me. At least I get the first box in or something, something like that. You know, I'm not gonna like the most embarrassing thing that I've always found since I'm a young lad, and to even this day. Do you know the hold me back? Hold me back!
Yeah.
I fucking no, lay him off. Lay him fucking off.
No, where that comes into its own is when you're walking down the street and you see two lads going to fight one another, and the two women stopping them. Do you know? So
Yeah.
one lad's girlfriend's in front with their hands up in his chest like that, and there's the women are stopping these two boys from fighting.
Yeah,
That's holding me back.
yeah.
They're not going to fight.
And I seen like I'm lucky I grew up in the time that I did, because if I grew up now the way I used to go on, I'd have been killed stone dead.
Yeah, it's a dangerous
Because
time.
there's a lot of dangerous lads out there, and lads know how to fight, and
Yeah.
you know, and you're a fucking big mouth. And
But everyone gets on now.
Yeah.
All the young lads get on. There's no divide at all.
But that's phones. They all know each other.
Phones.
that's a good point. I never thought of that.
It's big schools.
The community,
Yeah.
it's a different community.
Yeah.
You know, you had Rossgrey, Ballafin, Mount Rat, and they just didn't get on. Now they're all in one school.
Yeah, it makes sense.
All hurling together.
Because I was looking, what was it I was listening to? I think it was on Midlands Radio 3, and there was something done that lads, young boys get on better now than young girls. Like there was always faction fighting, everyone fighting clubs now, but because of the big schools, they all know each other and they're playing with the school and
they're playing with county, playing with schools together.
playing with school, yeah. And they have to get on together. But the women, most of them drift out of sport when they go into secondary school. They kind of drift different ways.
Yeah.
And their only interactions are with their friends group. And they kind of make cliques and divides. And the women don't get on as well, and they find it harder to build relationships with each other.
They do. Women are a different level.
Go on, Greg.
No.
Talk about it.
You don't go down that road.
I have no other road to go down.
Well, hey, I have 3 women at home, and have you 3 women as well?
Yeah, Mick is 3.
Already, Mick.
Uh,
What's the eldest girl?
14.
Okay, hard times coming, Mick.
I know.
For the both of you.
Yeah.
What age is Lily?
12.
Hard times,
She's 13
lads.
soon.
Do you remember when you were young, lads?
Yep.
I was harmless when I was young.
Hey, I used to sweat when my chaps was growing up, the 2 girls, because I used to be hanging around with them wild fuckers. And it used to scare me. Because I knew the way you all went on, you know.
Let's not go too far.
I know, but God, I didn't like it.
I'm only thinking about it now. It's been terrible.
The things that you used to fucking go on with. I mean, how am I going to manage this? But I did.
Yeah, you did. Imagine, they all grew up now. Fuck. Well, I'm so far away from that now. So far away.
We'd be coming home and David had said to me, your fucking chaps are rare, and telling me how lucky I was. He doesn't remember how young I was.
Yeah.
I know. But hey, it's after working out well for you. Do you ever, do you know when you come to my house and the young kids and you're only 4 years older?
I do enjoy it now, to be honest,
But would you ever in your head think,
do it again?
would I have another one?
Oh, no.
No way.
No.
Would you, Mick?
No. Have another one now?
Yeah, it's like just
No.
just wait for grandchildren now.
Yeah.
Hopefully a long way.
Would you like to babysit more?
Yours?
My chaps love Greg. What the funny thing about Greg is, right? He's a very intimidating character, right? And he's very aggressive. Chaps love him for some reason.
Because I'm a nice fella.
You're good with chaps. I never seen that one coming. Because you were a dickhead to us.
I was a dickhead to you.
Sure, Mick was only telling me that when he was younger, everyone hated you.
You worked with me when you were very young, mate.
I was.
Didn't we stay in Drumcallagher and
We
Broad?
did, yeah.
With who?
Were you? Remember we stayed in Reedy's? You were down there as well.
Is that where I pretend to be deaf?
But Michael came down to take out the timber.
Yeah, when the...
Yeah. What age were you?
So 15?
Sure, Larry and Garrett were with me.
Yeah.
I was hanging around with a fair young lad then. I in the wood every day with pups.
Yeah. Well, it's like we were saying the other day. 2 or 3 years in the difference is not now.
Back then it was.
But back then it was.
It was the difference of you driving for 2 or 3 years or not.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, think about it. Garrett, Mick, myself, like, I used to get up on a Monday morning and drive to Newcastle West. There was no bypasses. There were long trips down, like.
Yeah.
Limerick was a bitch. I slept in the back of vans and everything.
Isn't it mad? If you were to think now, just say you as a dad and you as a dad and your chaps at 17 the minute they get cars were tearing down to Waterford and Newcastle West. Every morning, how did Mammy see us going down the road every day?
I know. It's a man.
We all tore down the road by in convoy.
Some of us in not great Oaks.
You were in decent cars though, lads.
Yeah, we were.
No,
I know.
We were in decent jocks, but not towards what they are now.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Well, like ABS.
even that alone, no ABS. Like.
No ABS.
Hit the brakes, next thing you'd be sliding across
Go
the
faster.
And we thought we were in rockets. The winding you'd have to do with the 1.9s again pass yokes, and we thought we were in rocket ships.
If you're going to pass the York, you'd be driving like a lunatic for 2 minutes beforehand.
You knew every inch of every road, though.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
It was funny.
But it was fair disheartening. Like, you go down and the pipes were bad, the machines were bad. You'd break down for a day. And
What machine broke your heart the most? What machine? Everyone's drove a machine where you knew, I can't get one day with this fucking yoke.
I'll tell you, I remember years ago, I was with Sullivan's and the 990. That would be timber.
That's the one that cut my fingers.
Yeah. Well, I was doing night shifts in the Glenavara Low, and Shane was on it during the day. And I'd drive
Shane
down.
Sullivan.
Yeah. And it'd be 7 o'clock and a main feed pipe would go. And you're out in the dark on your own and bad lights. You know, the old batteries, the square batteries that used to go to the torch.
Yeah. And you couldn't leave light on the machine.
You couldn't leave the lights on the machine.
It
because
wouldn't
wouldn't
Kill the
start.
battery.
You were out walking out to the van with this torch. Again, you get the pipe on, the battery be gone. Then you'd put it on and another pipe would leak. And then you'd just have to sit in the machine then because you had no phones because the phones were shy. And you'd have to wait till bright.
It was tough. Forestry back then.
And then what happened? You'd be told you're doing nothing. Like it was your fault.
How have you not been cut this week? During the week, this is what I felt like during the week. Nothing was a problem. Sure, we'll get it done. We'll get it done. Then at the end of the week, you got nothing done. You're useless.
Yeah. You'd be stopped the whole time.
I remember one crowd was I won't give names, right? But I'll never forget it. It was just mind blowing. Went down to this wood to work, and the machine I was normally on wasn't there. And I was told to go down to work. And there was a wheel going off a buggy, and it was tied up with a steel rope. Right? Now, it was nice wood.
What was it?
It was nice wood. So, that was a bad machine. There was 2 king post pipes went on it that week, and the grab broke. And they came down with the grab. And remember the boss that came out the week after? Do you remember that? And he pulls out this BlackBerry time to run a new thing. Do you remember that? I'll never forget it. And he starts looking at this BlackBerry, and he goes, "Last week, fucking bad week, boys. Bad week." And we were there. Sure, everyone's broke, like. Sure, it's not our fault. You didn't have chains. They never sent you chains. Do you remember that? Yeah. You were to cut timber, and what did he say to you when you go, "Sure, no chains, we broke down"? He said, "That's not my problem."
Not my problem.
That's not my problem. You know, you just need to get cut. You just need to get timber cut. You need to get timber out. That was what you were dealing with. Fucking dickheads.
Yeah, it was tough. But I suppose we learned a trade. It was probably a good trade.
But what was the worst machine? 990.
Well, it was a cool machine, but it's the one I got the most hardship on, and I got fucking terrible hardship on machines. Stop.
The Gremo gave a lot of hardship.
Yeah, and also 250. They were very finicky with the wire, and you could be driving away, and next thing it'd stop moving, and you'd be down route and a wiring that you wouldn't have a clue of. And the next thing you could accidentally hit something,
And it'd go.
And you'd be explained then that the machine was stopped for 2 hours, but it just got going. So it's like you were asleep.
Yeah.
You know, it was just...
You'd be doing well sleeping them yokes.
Yeah.
What was the worst one you were on? Or lorry? Whatever gave you the most hardship?
I'd say John Ryan's 911. You know, that one that had the 360 head.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the same thing. It was silly
Little
shit
things.
all the time. And you were always
Fiddling.
And it was always stop, but you'd get it going.
Yeah.
And it was just, you couldn't get momentum.
Yeah.
It was a bad joke.
Worst good machine I was on was the Silvertech, first Silvertech we bought. It was a clean machine, very little hours, but there was always pipes going on. I remember one day a main feed pipe burst, and do you know when the pressure comes off the pump and the key won't turn off? There's not enough pressure on the engine. So I turned off the machine when I went to press the emergency stop. It just kept hunting, and the oil
pumping.
flowing out of it. I had to jump out. Like, you know when the oil is flowing out and there's some oil flow, and I'm trying to lift the bonnet, trying to get my hand in to find out where to turn it off.
tap.
And you're expecting it to start grinding. And well, I got turned off after I burnt on my arm off the manifold. And we brought down a barrel of oil the next day. I fixed the pipe, a full 200 litre barrel of oil. Big money, right?
Yeah.
And a pipe. And we sucked it in, and the next thing I turned her on and the buzzer was still on. I had to get into the car and drive and get, I think, 5 drums of oil as well.
Really, that much?
Yeah.
Emptied.
Well, I tell you, I was very near it.
Piss?
Yep.
Drink.
Big splatter is not Ilford anymore.
One way there.
I'll let you out this way because
Mick, don't be
I don't want to move.
Don't be too long now, or we're all going to be talking about you.
Now Dave's our chance.
No, we'll get it done now.
Seriously, though. Hey.
Fucking dickhead.
He's awesome.
Oh, jeez. He's driving me mad. Drinking on me whiskey, talking shy. That's actually growing on me now, that.
Is it?
Yeah. But it's very smoky.
Smoky.
Very smoky.
It's shite.
I didn't think you were coming. I thought you were letting me down.
I very rarely let anyone down now.
I know someone you let down.
Oh.
I won't say it. You put him on his back. Hey, have you ever... How many people have you ever knocked out?
I don't know, none.
That's a lie. Have you ever counted how many people... Because people probably have the perception of you that you are a very aggressive man and that you're always fighting.
I don't fight at all.
Yeah, but that's what people think because well, video on yours went out.
Yeah.
But...
Well, I don't fight.
No.
But I do believe that there's certain times lads need slaps.
Yeah.
Do you not?
Yeah, I do.
Like, I mean, there's rules for everyone. I mean, if we were all going around doing our own thing,
Anarchy.
there'd be anarchy. There has to be rules, I feel. Do you know?
Do you think you'd ever run for politics?
No, I've no interest in politics. I think everything's a lie. Don't get me going.
No, but if, just say someone said to you, Gregory, we're giving you a golden ticket. You are now a leader of the country.
What
Right?
would I do?
What would you do?
I'd stop people getting money for nothing.
How do you define nothing? Now, I think it's a fairly simple thing.
Look, if you're sick and you need help and you have reasons, of course, there's a purpose for that and they need help. That's genuine. But if you're a young man or a young woman in good health, okay, You shouldn't get one bob off the government.
I agree with you.
Not one bob. Hey, I didn't get anything off the government.
Unless you're doing something.
Yeah.
And like I can't understand why
I'm after getting caught up here in this now.
if you're do you know all these young people that are just sitting at home getting on? They should be made work for the community to get their money. If they want their own money, they have to do stuff for the community.
Yeah. See,
Yeah, but sure, it'll never happen.
If I was a politician, what would I do?
What would you do, Mick?
Yeah, well, that'd have to be a thing. That, like, no money for nothing.
Yeah.
Unless you need
if you need it,
Oh, yeah.
you know. But like,
But the difference between needing it and it being the handy way out.
yeah. Oh, and that's what it is, the handy way out.
Yeah.
Like, you could stay talking about it all day, but you'd be upsetting someone, you know. No, hey, if people want to do that, that's fine. But like, I'd see, we work, okay? We're all used to working. My worst scenario would be to be at home and nothing to do. I go mad if I had nothing to do. Even if I got into the van and went up and looked at how wood, I'd be happy. But if you're a farmer, right, say in Cameras or anywhere, you do your day's work because the farmer wouldn't keep you going, right? So we'll agree on that. But a farmer will come home after doing his day's work and he'll go out onto the farm and he'll spend a couple of hours, right? Because he has to. But if I do my day's work and I decide to stay until 8 o'clock or 7:30, I'm hungry, okay? If I go up on a Saturday and I go to the wood, I'm hungry. Why didn't you do it? Is 5 days not enough? But it's my life, you know, like you drive the machine for me and Gareth, but you have this going on. So you do your rushing to do your thing.
Now, hold on for a second before you go on. For anyone that's listening in the US or Canada, he said this going on, not this going. I am not this going, say, playing Saturday Night Live. That's what people say.
Oh. But you see the difference?
Good.
Like, if I want to spend all my pastime doing something that's got to do with my job, I should be allowed to do that. Like, do you know? It's my thing. Like, this is your thing. Like, you probably help out farming still, do you? At home.
At home?
Yeah. If you're needed.
Well, I'd go off anyway.
Would you like to farm, Mick?
Would I like to farm?
Yeah.
Not necessarily, no. I enjoy going up. And if Damien's a hand,
Yeah.
you know.
Did it never be something you think about, God, if I won a lot, I'd buy farm? And farm it. Just farm.
No.
No, I don't think so, no.
But you know what you would do? I know that if you were off for 2 weeks, if you were told, Mike, you've 2 weeks off,
Yeah.
and I know you won't sit at home for 2 weeks,
Oh, God, no.
okay?
No.
You'll go. I never was away from a job in my life. I went from job to job, okay? I've left a lot of lads and I'd go straight, like I go planting. If I was at home because I had to, do you know? Like if you're there and you've chaps and you're paying rent and you have things to pay for, you won't wait for the government to give you something. Do you know, you'll just get out and go do it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Draw silage. There's work for everyone. Like nobody can get anyone to work now. Anyone I talk to, whether it's their trucks, harvesters,
Anything. Shops, anything.
nobody wants to work.
If you were a young lad now, coming out of school like we were, well, we won't say me, but if you were coming out of school and you wanted a job and you were hungry, just you're going to make some money.
You would.
If
Yeah.
you were a bit hungry.
Yeah.
Well, like when you started, right? You went down to the train station. And you were probably doing
Under duress.
13, 14 hours a day.
Yeah.
When you started, you were doing 12 and 13 hours a day. Okay? I was the same. But now, you have to try and be home at a certain time. The man now that gets up every morning, his main priority is to be home at a certain time.
Yeah, but that's because we're all afraid of our women.
Well,
Well, no, when I say that, right, what I'm saying is most lads now, here, this is just from...
afraid is not the proper word.
Right, so what I'm going to say is, right, this is how I feel.
Yeah.
Right, I'm not saying it's everyone, but I think it is. I think there's two types of lads out in the world now, right? That are married. There's the lads that just do everything they can to make their women happy, so as they can stay married, or the lads that do what they want, and they just won't stay in a happy home, and their lives are going to be, their kids are going to be thinking their fathers are cunts. That's what they think. That's what the lads think. They go, because you're going to be thinking the woman's just not going to be happy and to be rousing, and they're doing it. I want a quiet life. I want a happy home.
Well, say our generation or our generation before that, I'd known no one that turned around and their parents worked hard. Their fathers worked hard. They were gone the whole time. And I don't think any of them had disliked their parents or said they didn't put time in with him. Now you have cases, right? I wasn't around. When my chaps was growing up, I wasn't around every day. I wasn't home.
Yeah.
And I don't think they think any worse of me than the lad that is at home every night.
No, I agree with you. And I think that's in hindsight, when, even if you're one of these lads that were just always working, but you did come home. You know, you were coming home always. And when your kids got older and they could see, because kids don't notice when you're young, it's just their reality.
Yeah.
It's when people get older. So the different things that you see is a father's always gone, kids don't care. But when they get older and they see daddy was always gone because he was out drinking, daddy was always gone because he was out gambling, or daddy was always out because he was out riding women, and maybe he was working. There's a big difference. Daddy was just always working. There's a big difference.
That's better.
Yeah. So, but in hindsight, you realise that. Like I listened to podcasts with people on their father would have murdered someone or fucking killed someone or sexually abused them. They still love their daddy. You'll always love your parents.
Oh,
Parents are your parents. Most people.
Yeah.
I think it's in hindsight, kids will look back and go, Jesse tried his best.
Yeah, he worked hard.
You know, he worked hard. Sure, don't we all do that? You know, you look back like, Jesus, your father, why did he?
81.
81.
And fair fresh.
Fair fresh.
Well, to be fair though, an office job all his life.
But he worked like a bastard.
Yeah.
So it's like, if your father was working hard, you know now that your father always worked hard. It's just different. I think everyone's different. There's just an awful lot of people out there. They wake up and they realize, "Jeez, my father was useless."
Probably.
You know, my fucking father was useless.
I think when we were younger, though, we weren't hurling, soccer, dancing, music.
Yeah.
Gymnastics.
Like at some stage, you have to turn around and say, choose. Like, your child can't be a genius at everything. It's the same as college. Everyone goes to college now.
Put this in. Yeah.
Everyone goes to college. If you got, I'd say, 30 pints and you're leaving, there's a qualification for you in Carlow.
Somewhere.
To make sure that they're useless till they're 25. Right? I mean, if I had a chap at home...
It gives you an excuse to be useless till you're 25.
Right, if you have chaps at home, right, and one of them is real clever and intelligent, right?
Completely off the screen.
You're such a dickhead.
And one of them is intelligent, you'll push him for school, yeah?
How did you get all the way over there?
Hey, I could be over there. I wonder. You know, I'm fidgety.
Are you in focus?
I am.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right.
But if you have a chap that's really clever and intelligent, right, and you have a lad that's out, you know, around the yard and mad to be doing work, don't send that lad to school. Let him work. Do you know? Like, I mean...
Click the button there.
Oh.
It's like when you're looking at X Factor or all them shows where a mother and a father send their child to interview for singing.
Yeah.
And they're stone useless.
Yeah. Why did let him go?
Right? It's embarrassing. And they're pushing them on to tell them that they're great singers. Same with school. If you're not good in school, fuck off and work.
You were good in school, Greg.
Highly intelligent fella I am.
But you just couldn't keep them in your trousers.
No matter how many times Mammy down me.
Nammy never told you.
I don't know.
When you were younger, say, oh, yeah, I often want to ask that. Did anyone ever have the chat with you? Like when you, no, but when you were younger, like, Mammy and Daddy never had the chat with you.
I'm going to have to go out with the spectrum again.
No, but that was never a thing, was it?
No.
No.
I was blessed, David. I found love.
No, but like you wouldn't have been told by Mum and Dad, be careful.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, you would have?
Ah, yeah.
How come you never had that?
I don't know. I thought Mammy always said that to us all.
I think, see, when you got Irene pregnant, like it was this big drama.
It wasn't just me.
No.
Irene had a role
What
to
else
play.
was it?
Irene had a role to play.
Who the fuck else was it?
Irene had a role to play as well.
No, I know that. But when that happened, it was like, at the time, like no one would blink an eye now. It wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah,
now.
but hey, I was 17.
Right, okay. But it wouldn't be as, like it was like at the time, it was scandal number one in the village.
It was frowned upon, but, you know.
Like you had some outrageous things said to you.
I don't know.
No, you did. a certain relation,
Did I?
I won't give names, but said that you should be strung up.
Hey, you're always going to have that.
But it was,
It didn't matter.
at the time, I thought that it was going to make, I thought Mammy and Daddy would go, oh, you're never going out, David. Like, they weren't extra hard on me. Like, they didn't go, you don't do that.
No.
Do you get me?
To be fair to Mum and Daddy, they were never like that. Our parents were easy.
And like, we were fucking like, you know, like we used to go home and annoy Mammy and Daddy. Oh, David was with this one last night. And we'd be lying to him, trying to annoy him.
Yeah.
You know, Garrett came home one night and he'd be there. Oh, David was with a black one last night.
Daddy'd laugh at it.
Daddy'd laugh. Or he'd come down. Oh, David was with a fucking Chinese one. Or oh, David was with a deaf one last night. It was funny. Not that it makes a difference, you know. I'm an equal opportunity employer.
She was lucky the deaf.
Do you remember when we used to be leaving your house? Gary, your mother would be there standing at the door with the holy water. She'd be flicking it as all.
Yeah.
Must have helped.
God's home.
It must have helped.
You used to roar, it burns. It burns.
Yeah. Fuck. When you think about it, I was fucking mad.
Yeah.
I parked the car one morning. Remember we go out in the winter's morning. Like, and when you think about it, 6 o'clock in the morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, it'd be me, Gara, could be you. You know, everyone would be getting breakfast in the morning early. Barry. And all getting ready to head out the road. And we'd start the cars. Top of the lane. And our house is on a really high hill. And all we heard downstairs is, one of the cars is running down the lane.
Daddy looking out the window.
And my car was brand new at the time. And down the fucking lane it went, hopped the curb, and it came to a stop and it was just rolling to a stop in the middle of the field. How it didn't ride off. He was there, you fucking idiot.
You were lucky.
So lucky. God almighty.
Oh, hey. I had when I was living in the cottage, and I had a 98 Toyota Corolla. It was new, van. And I came home one day, me and Aaron, and drove into the yard, and I was there,
Which cottage?
paddock.
Remember Sean?
Oh, yeah.
When we got
Jeez,
married,
yeah.
we went in there. But my van was gone, my new van. I could not fucking find it, you know. And I tried to ring Barry, and I tried to ring a few, but I rang the guards. Said my van's after installing, you know. And there were the keys in it, and I was like, I don't know. But the fucking keys were in it.
Of course they were.
Right? And the guards anyway got the reg of it, and they said they'd go look for it. And the next
Was that the
thing-
black van?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Next thing, Barry rang me back, and I was there, my fucking van's robbed. And Barry was, what'd you do? I said, I rang the guards. Oh, Greg, it's down the field. They drove in, and they drove it 30 yards down the field and buried it to the chassis in the field. I had to get a tractor to pull it out. I had to ring back the guards, so I had to find that the brother hid it on me.
Why?
Jesus, they were fucking... And the job I had to try and clean underneath it with clay. And you know the exhaust on the old Toyotas? They used to come down under the axle.
Oh, yeah.
I nearly had the exhaust pulled off. If they didn't get a slap that day, well, Barry now would be hard to hit Barry.
Yeah, you weren't going to fucking hit Barry.
But that deserved a belt now.
Remember, do you remember your saw? Remember I broke the saw? I nearly broke Greg's arm.
He cut the cable, not the cord. And the saw was hard to start, right?
Greg he used to pull the saw real hard. So when it, especially after cool down after lunch ran.
Yeah, it was a 266 or something. I don't know the fuck.
And Greg would, after lunch, he'd give it this unmerciful pull and tug, right? And I cut the car.
I was near breaking my
and
fucking
I shoved
arm.
it back in, right? And I was there waiting, oh, Jesus Christ, you gave yourself some pull.
I reached for the saw and I pulled a joke and I fucking, next to my arm nearly came off.
And then you ran on me to John. Oh my God, that was fucking rough.
That was very frustrating.
Greg just broke my heart one day. I probably talked about it before, but I used to have to stack timber with him. And it wasn't every day, it was just the outside tree that the harvester couldn't reach. So Greg cut the third row, wasn't it? Third row, and we'd stack them in. But like, it was one of them wet days. I was fucking cold, and at 10 o'clock I'd always want to go home. I'd be hoping the machine would break down, right?
Do you know why he was cold?
Doing nothing.
Because he wasn't working.
I was wet. I was so wet, and I was cold. And Greg comes out, and he goes, "We're going home. We're broke down." And I said, "Are we?" And he says, "Yeah, we're going home." He says, "Oh, Greg, this is great. I'm so happy. I'm delighted." He goes, yeah, we're going home." Got into the van, and Greg turned it on. I took off my shoes. I took off my socks.
We were in Mitchelstown.
And
Between Mitchelstown and Kilbenny, but I was going to Care Isle for hydraulic oil.
Oh, yeah.
But I told him we were going home.
then just told me, "No, we're going back. Put back on the wet socks. Put back on everything. Fucking go back working."
Here he was with 2 feet of the heaters and he's drying his feet and getting warm.
Horrible. That was a horrible thing to do.
Do you remember the morning John Ryan put a barrel of 46
A pipe was after
trailer.
bursting. Pipe was after bursting. We fixed it with the machine with no oil. So we went home and he bought a 45 gallon drum of oil. We put it into the trailer.
Yeah.
And me and Greg and Garrett.
No, me, you and John.
Oh, it was me, you and John, yeah.
We drove down to Kilbenny.
With the 205.
Got out of the van,
Open the barrier.
and next thing John... we were lifting the barrel out of the back to put the hydraulic oil into the macro.
Greg, if you don't start using the mic, I am going to burst you
But
up.
it was the funniest thing, Mike. The barrel was bone dry.
Wore a hole in the bottom.
Right, it rattled in through the chassis. The board was gone.
And he wasn't that thick. He was surprisingly not that bad, right?
But going
Going
that
home,
evening,
the line of oil,
the
whole way home.
we followed this fucking, I think Rat Downey.
Oh, it was bad.
It started leaking.
He was so thick.
He was like a bull the whole way home, and we were just loving it.
Empty. Not a drop left in it.
Yeah, we were loving it.
And when you think about it, how we didn't know, we just left it down in Jazzy,
Yeah,
heading down with the 205.
it was good fun.
That 205, my God, Mick learned me how to drive in that. Imagine that.
Everyone.
That's another mad thing. Got insured on a Pura 205. I'd never drove a car in my life. And me and that lad, and he's 2 years younger than me, with no license, teaching me how to drive. No, clutch it. Clutch the brake. No, not that hard. Not that hard. How are you not able to drive? How are you not able to drive? Like, it was bad, wasn't it?
It was bad.
I'd have been killed if it wasn't for him.
Why?
I was so bad. He taught me how to drive.
He could not drive at all.
Nothing.
Did you teach him in your car?
No. In John's 205.
Seriously.
Okay.
Fucking 15.
Sure, he was driving me to the shop in the Ford 2000. Was it 4000?
4.6.
Oh, it was a 4.6.
How could you, David?
Ah.
That was a big tractor, then, mate.
It was.
I was actually only thinking, Elizabeth told me today, and I had forgot this. The other way, our Saturday night, we used to have heavy Saturday nights back then.
We did.
Get the tractor, 4-6.
Yeah.
And we'd head down to Kinry's Cross. We get sweets. And then we go back to the house and we pretend we'd be watching a movie. But really, we'd prank phone call people. And it used to be harmless stuff, wasn't it?
Hey, harmless.
How are you? You're in Egypt. Bye. Something, it was harmless. But Elizabeth told me that I used to be pranking the whole time. I'd be phoning people. I'd just be in the kitchen and I'd ring people and I'd go, how are you? Grand. Just down here in the post office in Port and there's a package here for you and it's fucking leaking. You may come down and get it.
It's leaking, you know.
Yeah. Just random stuff like that. We used to do that all the time.
It's leaking.
It's leaking. Like, you can imagine if that is something with your name on it.
Look where Michael is now. He's creeping over to me.
Hey, how are you doing so much moving?
We can't sit still.
Yeah, drinking.
How does drinking and moving around make any difference?
I don't know.
Just make you fair black eyebrows.
I do, don't I?
Well, I tell you, don't worry about it because they'll be grey shortly.
Well, they're not great.
Thanks,
yeah.
Greg.
They're not great, yeah.
Nearly.
Unfortunately, that's the way it works.
When do you think Garrett's going to admit that he's dyeing his hair?
Garrett doesn't dye his hair.
He does.
No.
I'm not buying it.
I'd know.
Why?
He tells me.
How do you know?
I know he doesn't.
Do you rather Garrett than me?
I don't rather any rather.
Like, you work with me more than you work with Garrett.
Well,
Yeah, would you feel?
I'll answer this fair.
I would not expect anything less from
Well, I
you.
won't tell lies.
Of course you won't.
Okay? I don't rather any of my brothers more than... Now, Barry now would have a bit of a
Yeah,
soft
I know
spot
he's
for it.
lying now. I know he's lying now.
But I get on...
Would you rather me or Sean?
Me and you would kill one another with a disagreement. You know David now. David would be...
We don't disagree.
Me and you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but what can you disagree over?
Loads.
Me and you, when we have a disagreement, we have to just
I agree with charities.
finish it.
Mick doesn't. Mick...
Mick's racist.
He's racist.
I'm a racist now.
Yeah, he's racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But me and you, when we disagree,
He
we
hates
just,
not-for-profits.
we agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Me and Gareth wouldn't disagree.
Do you not disagree at all?
Well, you know, he might tell me I'm an eager, I might tell him he's an eager, but come to a happy medium. But there's no.
Garrett gets away with
argument.
murder, I think.
Gareth gets away with murder.
He can say... He could say anything to you.
And
now,
Darren.
the most hurtful shit will come out of Garrett's mouth. And he'll just say it. He will just say it.
Yeah. You're a fucking eager. And you laugh at it.
Yeah. Gets away with it. I don't know how he gets away with it.
Yeah.
Has he ever... what's the thickest you ever wore with Garrett? What's that for happening there?
I don't ever remember being tick with Gareth.
Never.
No.
Since he started in business.
No. I don't even remember being tick with you.
Do you want me to give you a few?
Yeah.
The time I pulled up the bridge.
Yeah, but that was stupid, like.
In there, lad, and you were like, yeah, but you were tick that day.
You see, Mike. Let me explain something to you, right? When I go over to say David, now David could have a million things in his mind going on, and I'd know. But if I said to David, I'm after building that there now for you, not for me, a bridge built by the harvester for David, and explain it, right? Turning area, and to use the full turntable.
I'm not standing up for myself here.
Rather than coming out on the road and ploughing up the whole road, at the back of the turntable, I built a bridge of 16s and a bridge of 16s so I could come the back of the turntable and stay on the inside of the wood.
Yeah.
Right? And I said this to David when he started. I come out from my tea. The bridge is lifted and stacked into the stacks. Right, so the one thing I told him to do, he didn't do it.
I shouldn't have pulled him up. right? But he got very thick that day.
What did I say?
You go, are you a stupid cunt?
I said, listen.
And I said, what are you on about? And he goes, what the fuck am I doing? Building bridges for you and wasting my fucking time when you pull them up. And I was like, I forgot, sorry. Yeah, but I spent the time doing that for you, you stupid cunt. And I'm there, sorry. Relax, like, I'll build it up again.
It's done.
It's done.
Yeah, but it warranted something to be said, I thought.
I don't think any of the rows we ever had was always just at lunch over something stupid anyway. Do you say when you're at work, have you ever worked with anyone that you didn't like working with?
Go on, mate.
In any job?
No, you need to name names.
No, you need
but
to name names. Have you ever worked with
it, yeah.
Yeah. And like, would their presence annoy you?
Yeah.
And have you ever rowed with him over it?
No.
No.
I just fuck you.
Just ignore him?
Yeah.
So have you never had a row at work with anyone?
No, I wouldn't bother.
You're coy.
No, I wouldn't bother. I just wouldn't bother with him.
What about boss?
Again, I wouldn't fucking bother with him.
You just go if you were pissed off.
Yeah, I don't care.
That's
Why bother?
It's probably a better way to handle it. Like if you,
Hey, look, what's the point in arguing with the boss?
yeah, that's the way I am. With
He
it.
mightn't be always right, but he's always the boss.
Yeah, but a good boss will admit when he's wrong.
Gara has the best saying ever. Gara actually said this to a boss of his, didn't he?
The day
A boss man tells me what to do
is the day I'm going.
and he went. He did actually say that. The day a boss man tells me what to do.
Yeah.
You've often had a row with an employer.
Yeah.
What's the worst? You don't name names now. We don't want to name names. That's just not what we do here. Like,
Well, I worked with a lad that you worked with. And I'm not even going to say where he is now, because that would probably give it away. But anyway, he was grand. You know, he had good gear. But he had this flipping tendency of everyone that went to work for him, getting them to work a week in hand. And so you done your week.
That's normal, though.
Normal, but the abnormal part about it was that he would let him off after a month or two if they weren't good enough without their week in hand. And that wasn't normal. And I knew this, that he was at this the whole time, but we had a couple of words and we weren't getting on great. I think I went up to Kells. I asked him for tracks on the 1270 for a week. He didn't give them.
he was a bit of a bully.
Yeah. And then the machine bogged. And I rang him and he couldn't get up with a chain. And the forwarder had no tracks either. So I went up the next morning and Barry was actually hauling gravel in Kells.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? He had that Hollyford lorry. And Barry had the chain. So I went up with Barry and we went in and he pulled me out with the forwarder. It was after being unloaded even before. And we pulled him out with his chain. Came up, had a row. The following week.
Don't say that. I have to edit that out.
Huh.
Go on.
Edit that out.
Go on.
Beep. The following week, he gave me half my wages. And the following week, then he was out of checkbooks or checks. So the Monday morning, anyway, he was owed me a few bob anyway, and I rang him. I said, I'm not going up until I get my money. And I couldn't get him on the phone, and I didn't go up. And for 3 weeks, I could not get that man on the phone. Right? And I rang him, so I did, and his phone answered one day, and there was a driver answered the phone, telling me that he wasn't there. Okay? So this now was fairly pissing me off, right? So I got a lift up the road anyway, and I waited in the wood. Larry was working in the wood as well. I said, I'd come home with Larry. And Larry had me told that he's drunk.
Horse.
Right? Larry had me told his machine was finished and he was coming to move it. So I waited for him. And when he drove into the wood anyway, long story short, I told him if he didn't give me every bob we got, that we'd fight. I wasn't living the wood without my money.
It was better than that. Because like when he ignored you for a while and you stood up beside him.
I did. I got beside him and I told him I'd pull the head off him. And he wrote me out a check for every bath.
Is that the only row you ever had with a boss?
Yeah. Only time that I had. But we're talking about a lot of money here. Do you know, we're talking about, at the time, maybe £700-800.
Yeah.
And when you're small kids and rent, and you have 60 hours a week done, and a cunt is telling you he's not going to pay you, I'm not having that shit.
Were you ever left without money?
Yeah.
Me too. Same lad.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you a good one, right? There was Garrett, David, now you, and I knew 3 other lads that he was after doing the very same thing to. And I was the only one who got money over him. Because I'd be a little bit
Different lad.
Different lad. I got me money out of him as well.
Did you?
Mm.
Who were you with? Tell him. Go on. We edit it out. The name.
Have I got done with? She know.
Oh, we won't talk about that.
Yeah.
Same lad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another cunt.
Yeah.
Do you know?
But you know what? A likeable bastard.
Yeah. There was another crowd I didn't get. Do you know who I didn't get paid from? And now, you remember Komatsu done the demo?
Yeah.
And they asked me to come up and do the butts. They told me to pay me. The fucking bastard never paid me.
This is a while ago.
That was back when the new 911.
Yeah.
What year was that?
Jeez, that's a while ago.
That's
that was
a while-
above up past Paderbork up behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They done
The
a
island, was it?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, it would be, yeah. They done a demo for a week and they wanted me to pay the butts. I spent
But
a week.
there's a picture of you somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is.
I'm not there.
It went up on the blog.
I don't know where I was.
But yeah, they never paid me. I was raging.
And a deal is a deal.
A deal is a deal. A deal is a deal. But look, hey, what do you do? I wish that I worked for John Deere. If I worked for John Deere for a month, I'd set us all up.
Nice.
You know
Did what?
I'd set us all up.
Oh.
I'd go in, like, just say I got a power job for a week. Just a week. I'd do
1 week.
1 week.
Right.
Wait till I tell you what I do in that week.
Go on.
Right, so in that week,
Monday morning.
Monday morning I go up and I get all the codes and all the things to be the man. And then I go, what do you want?
What are we talking here?
Machine, what do you want?
1270.
Should have went 1470.
I should have, shouldn't I?
Do you want a 1470?
And the day of wheels.
Yeah.
Not yet. No.
Well, if it doesn't, then I want a 12.
1270. What do you want then?
Sorry?
What else?
Oh, you're getting 2.
Oh,
What do you want to forward or like?
yeah. 1510.
1510. It's yours. What do you want?
Not sure. I have to be at 1270.
You want a forwarder?
1510. I'd love a 1910 or a 25, but you couldn't move.
Doesn't matter. I'm going to get a
The
2510.
woods aren't big enough.
No.
Well, I'm going to get 2510. And I'm going to get 1470. And then I will be fired. Right? Okay? And then we sell all the machines and we all have hundreds and hundreds of thousands.
It's a great idea.
I agree.
Think about it. What other thing could you go over and make some... Yeah, look, stand up in court. Look, I won't lie, I made some bad deals. I made 6 bad deals.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm not perfect.
But you were doing your best.
I did my best. I was torn. I wanted to look after my friends. And I also wanted to work for John Deere. And then we all have loads and loads of money. It's a fucking great idea.
It's a win-win.
If you could rob a bank, would you?
Yeah, if it's hard to get away with it, would you?
Would you rob a bank?
Oh, jeez, yeah. If I don't get away with it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And
cares
any
about
lad that'd
bank?
rob a bank, I'd give him a pound back.
Oh, who cares about bank?
No one cares about bank because they're robbing us all the time. Yeah. I miss the good old days where you'd always hear, you know, an old bank was robbed.
Yeah.
Do you know why you don't hear banks being robbed anymore?
Because they've no fucking cash.
There's no money.
It's all transactions.
Yeah.
Virtual bullshit.
Isn't it mad? We all give them our money and and they give us this digital money that doesn't exist. And then we all go to work like good little boys and make all the money back for them.
I know. It's sad.
God, we're such fucking idiots. Do you watch the presidential debate? Or even the little bits of it?
No.
It's fair funny.
Is this the American one?
Yeah.
I seen a reel or something. That
What's funny about it?
It's an old man that he can't even talk anymore. And then you have Donald Trump, who's just running around circles in him. But it's like, the funniest part about it for me is like, this is America. This is like the powerhouse of the world. And that's what they have. That's the best they can come up with.
You think there should... Yeah, well, to be fair, Biden's a joke.
A joke. God help him.
Yeah.
Poor old man. He's an old man.
But you know what amazes me, right? When Trump was president, because I'm not fierce into all that, you know. But I remember when Trump was president, every time I listened to the radio, Pat Kenny, they were all, oh, Trump's a lunatic. They gave out about him the whole time. They were talking about every word he said. Every time he opened his mouth, they were criticising him, right?
Yeah.
And then Joe Biden gets in and he can't put two words together.
No.
He's senile. He's getting lost. And the radios never talk about it. It's like, it's what suits him.
Well, I tell you something mad. This is some mad little facts. These are facts now. These are not fake things. These are facts.
Go on.
Okay.
Right? Not Wikipedia facts. These are facts.
Right.
And this tells you all you need to know about presidents, in my view. Right? So, these are presidents that come into office. And when they come into office, this is what they're worth. This is what money they have. And then their net worth after they leave office. Okay?
Yeah.
And then you can tell whether it was good for them
Okay.
or good for the country.
Right.
Okay.
Because if you're a president of the United States, should you do really well out of it?
I'd imagine you should get paid.
Yeah, you should. But how much? So listen to this. So this isn't what they make as a president. They all make the same as president. So a couple of hundred, like the Taoiseach in Ireland earns more than the president, right?
Yeah.
This is just deals they do and connections they make. So think about it like that, right? So Ronald Reagan, he went in to be a president. He had 10 million and he left with 15 million. Not bad.
Back then, I'd imagine that's...
Yeah, but still not bad. George W. Bush, he went in before office, he had 4 million. After office, he had 23 million.
He did well.
He did well. Bill Clinton, he went into office with 1.3 million. He left with 241.5 million.
Okay.
The Clintons were dirty as fuck. They were dirty. Dirty. George W. Bush went in with 24 million, went out with 40 million. Barack Obama, he went in with 1.3 million. He left with 70 million. Donald J. Trump went into office with 3.7 billion, but left with 2.5 billion. He's the only president that ever wasn't richer coming out of it. And Joe,
he's not taking his money if he wins this.
No
wages.
No, he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
And Joe Biden, 8 million, will probably go out with 10 million. But Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, was always something shady about them. And like, I think most of the issues that they're having now with the Middle East are the fucking ripples from all the fucking shit back then. So much weird stuff goes on. But like, you shouldn't have that much money after leaving office.
It was a big jump.
You know, it smells like inside trading. It smells like look at the hassle with Bertie Ahern because he was making a few pounds. but like there was tribunals over it. Like there was whole programs about, I did get the €5,000. Yeah, I did. I put the 25 sterling into the bank. But it was tiny money. When you think about it, in the spectrum of running a country. Like I often said on my podcast, I would be a horrible politician because I 100% would give jobs to the friends and the boys that I know. Only because I know they do it. I know them.
Yeah.
You know, so it would be jobs for the boys. And if I thought I could make someone that I know life's better, that's what you're going to do. Is that not normal?
I think so.
I think you have to be a special kind of cunt to be a politician.
I I suppose, look, maybe they're trying to get people in that they trust. But I don't know, lads. I just think that no matter who you listen to being interviewed, they can't answer the question they're asked. And when someone asks Donald Trump something, he fucking answers it.
Yeah.
Whether it's ridiculous or outrageous.
That's what I like about him as well.
And
you don't know what you're going to hear, but you're going to hear something.
And he knows the figures. You know, so it's like I said about, you know, putting your chaps to college. At least Donald Trump, if he needs an accountant, he'll hire an accountant. He won't hire a best friend that's a builder to do accounting work.
Yeah. Like, I always find it weird. I could never get it, even when I was a young lad, and now I even get it less. When you go into government and a government wins, say they're voted in, and then they all get their, what do they call it? What, cabinet ministers and minister of this and minister of that. So you could have all these people in, and then they go, right, I know you never done anything with this before, but now you're the minister of.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? And then they have to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
And everything about it.
And
Is that not weird?
And they're not with a clue.
But are they going into an office with the same civil servants that have always been there? And they're just doing that job. And then they have another new one coming in. But they're going to do what they want anyway. It's like if you look at anyone that works in civil service, who's telling them what to do?
I don't know if anyone
I don't
is.
think there's anyone walks into someone that has a big job in civil service or even a low-end job and is going to tell them what to do. This is my job and no one's making me change my job unless you run me out of it. This is my job. So like when the head lad comes in, the new cabinet minister, and they go, we're taking changes. Yeah, work away with that. Let me know how that goes.
Yeah.
Because this is what I'm fucking paid to do. And nothing's changing. I'm contracted to do this. I'm not doing one tap more. Like with the HSE, like with civil service, they have their job. They don't just change every 4 years when a new government minister comes in. So
No,
it's just
they stay the same.
They stay the same. So it's just lip service. You know, it's just, I'm the Minister of Finance, or I'm the Minister for Justice, or I'm the Health Minister. Like the Health Minister is the funniest. Like they come in and they're going to make all these changes. Nobody makes any changes. How can they? Do you ever try and go to the doctor now?
No.
Like we changed our doctors from Mount Ra to Abbeyleix because it's fierce frustrating when the odd time you do get sick when you work and you have to pay this 50, 60 euro just to I just want my antibiotic. I know I need. I never get antibiotics. I'm fucked. I don't go to the doctor and say I'm fucked. Then they make you go, you're going to have to wait a week.
For an appointment?
For an appointment. You may wait a week. Can't see you. I'll tell you, the best thing you could do now, like when Vic was sick, best thing you could do now is maybe go to mid-doc tonight or go into A&E. Go to A&E, you're just going to be in there for maybe 7 or 8 hours, maybe more, maybe 12. And if they did take you in, worst case scenario, you're just going to be on a trolley.
And is that because the population has got bigger in Mount Rat? Or is it
the population's got more. There's, I heard some mad figure. Like, I think 35% extra just with foreign nationals coming in with medical cards, and you have people coming in with medical cards. You have a lot more older people than you do younger people now. You know, and they have to be seen. You know, and you have to look after the old. You have a lot of infirm. You have a lot of people there. And I think that there's an awful lot of people classifying certain things as disabilities that aren't. And they're taking the good out of it for everyone else. It's fucking mental.
It is. Back to the same thing. Useless people want to do nothing.
So that's the political side of the podcast done. But how many have we done? Fuck, it's 2 hours. Well, no, probably won't by the time we have it out.
Yeah.
Well, we'll drink the rest of this whiskey anyway.
You mean in your mouth? Fucking whiskey. I'm out with fucking 0.
I'll go get your bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Why, when I'm driving to work in the morning, is there people standing on the bridge with Palestine flags in Portlaoise?
Because they're fucking Egypts. That's why.
Like,
They're fucking Egypt.
actually standing up there
I don't know.
And they
waving them.
They wouldn't have known where Palestine is fucking a year and a half ago. This is what bothers
Why
me.
is it acceptable to fly a Palestine flag outside your house but not a tricolour?
It's crazy. Here's a funny one. A month ago, when everyone was out. No, is it a week ago? Oh, jeez, I can't remember. But anyway, 2 or 3 weeks ago, they were all doing the Palestine thing and this, that, the other. And on the same weekend, there was about 24 people killed in it was a big deal. Russia invaded fucking. I can't even think of the name because I'm fucking getting drunk. No, where is it? Fucking Russia invaded them. I'm having a brain fart. Ukraine. Thank you, Mick. But there was about 24 people killed. Not worried about it. It's all Gaza now. So like that doesn't exist. No one flew a flying flag. What's the thing like?
I don't know, David.
Like, is anyone going to listen to him? Like, nobody cares about anyone protesting anymore.
No one cares about anything.
That's sort of protesting about everything.
That's it, yeah. When I heard someone calling out for, we need to have some marches if you don't agree with anything in society. If you have a problem with society, come march.
Hey. Does that work when they were trying to stop the Racket Hall from closing?
No.
And the place in Newtown, Mount Kennedy? I mean, nobody just discusses anything with the locals anymore.
No, but I get that. Like, if you have a business, like say you're in forestry, but if someone said to you and you're going bad and you're getting it hard to pay your bills, the machines aren't going well, and the government come to you and they go, tell you what we have for you now. We have a foreigner that we can come in and put in your seat. You don't have to trade with the machine. Just park it in the turntable. And we'll give you twice what you're making now. How does that sound for you?
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying.
No, but
that is what they're saying. How
does that sound for you?
Probably sounds great. Right?
So it's like if the government leaves that option there, it's like the dole for someone that doesn't need it. It's like a disability card for someone that doesn't need it. If the option's there, they're probably right to take it.
Yeah, but you were saying about objecting, you know, to go out and parade around the place. But if you have, say, 30 locals that try and get in reach with politicians to find out what's going on with premises, and they're out having a peaceful march, and this goes on for a week and a half, and nobody talks about it, it's not on the news, they can't get in touch with anyone that matters, and the next thing, 3 days before someone comes in to live in it, it comes out in the news that someone went in and tried to burn it. Straight away then, even if that never happened, the guards can come with their paddy wagons. Not the guards' fault, because they're after being told someone's up trying to burn it down. But then they can bully them and push them and get what they want. That's what's wrong. You're not allowed to protest now.
No.
If you disagree...
And that's a very dangerous thing in a society when you can't protest, especially if it's a peaceful protest.
Yes.
You're supposed to be able... It's one of your fundamental rights as a sovereign citizen.
Yeah.
And then when we're living in a country now where I don't understand what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Would you have an idea what's happening?
I actually don't care.
No.
Oh, I care.
No.
Because I'm there thinking, say with that, what was that Natasha? She's got her name's gone on my head. That Natasha one.
Oh, you're one that got bet by the soldier?
Got bet the shit out by a soldier. He got away with, right? He didn't get in trouble, didn't lose his job. She's a bit mad, right? But Enoch Burke...
Why is she a bit mad?
No, what I'm saying is, it's a bit mad that a lad kept his job and didn't go to jail, and yet Enoch Burke got sent to jail for protesting.
For speaking his mind.
For speaking his mind. So he went to jail for protesting. That young lad got away with nearly beating the one to death. Then she's... I don't know who she has around her. I don't know who's pushing her that way. But like, she's gone into full fucking woke mode, like wanting the hate speech laws to come in and everything. It's mental. And I'm looking at it on news and go, jeez, boys, you know what? The older I get, the less I know. The less I believe anything.
I suppose it gets...
I'm going for piss again.
You're going for piss again?
Yeah.
Here, Mike.
Should drink like over. No.
It's a shy he wants, probably.
you want me to get you one?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Mike. You can take the fucking bottle home and You're tired?
I'm tired now. I'm thinking of calling it now.
Yeah.
I think we've enough time.
I think you do. 'Cause it's 1:15.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fuck.
But, you know,
Anyway, as Mick has left us for a PP.
David, I'm
yeah.
going to change the subject now. This seat is very uncomfortable.
What's wrong with it?
It's just uncomfortable.
I'm going to get new seats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get new seats. Whenever I fucking...
Are these the same seats?
Yeah. Whenever I make a heap money. I'm trying my best.
Oh, you're a great lad.
I'm only a man. If you want new seats, join us on patreon.com/thewood from the trees so as David can get new seats.
Because I'm not happy with the seats.
He's not happy with seats. Anyway, I love you loads and I will see you in the long grass.